So we're going to be taking a look through some of the best CDMs in FC24 at the moment. We're going for about 20 of them, I believe, and we're going from all ranges of prices. And starting off with a cracking one that I am absolutely annoyed that I forgot to finish him. There was one objective left. Just is what it is. But in terms of Douglas Luiz, I've seen him in action and he actually looks really good. Genuinely a nice free card. During the Prem team of the season, we did get him as an objective. He is a 4-star with intercept, pinged pass, and Travella. Now let me know down below, what is your favourite triple playstyle plus for a CDM? I'm interested to know. If it was me, I'm not, especially this is like a very stereotypical, very specific CDM. Doesn't push up, is not a box to box, shooting wise is not important, defending, physical, little bit of pace, maybe a bit of dribbling to be more composed, and passing. That's all I need. What is your playstyle pluses? If it was me for that, I'd probably say the rapid, the technical and quick step isn't necessarily as important. It just isn't for that, especially if he's just a holding DM. I would say intercept is number one. That for me is a cracking one to have. I'd then go, I've been really liking Tiki Taka, but I must admit I kind of like that on a centre mid at the moment. Odegaard's been brilliant, same as Foden. Incisive pass could be one, or pinged pass. Don't know if I quite need long ball pass. That's not my personal game, but can see where that is. So I would go intercept, pinged pass, or incisive. And then I think press proven keeps close. No, that's dribbling, so I'm not too fussed about that. First touch, I'm not too fussed about. I think it would probably be more of a defending one. I quite like the jockey, but I think that's more for my fullbacks. Blocks, never a bad shout. I think I would probably go for incisive, pinged pass, intercept, and then possibly anticipate. Well, what's yours? But in terms of the stats, as we know with a lot of the team of the seasons, they're pretty up there. Like, genuinely, this is a box-to-box almost. So you can kind of flex between the two. Like, just because I say he's a CDM in my eyes, that doesn't mean that he can't be a box-to-box. Some cards will just naturally have very good stats across the board. Really like Douglas Luiz as the first option. Rijkaard, the 3-star, 4-star. We're looking a little bit down the list now in terms of pricing, especially. He was an SBC. I think he has gone now. He's only got the intercept, and I must admit, when we look at these cards, especially without the triple playstyle plus, they are now looking a little bit worse for wear. You could still definitely get something out of him, but it's most definitely not going to be the most incredible kind of stats. Intercept is what's holding him up. We then went one up with the long ball pass and intercept with the Xabi Alonso. It is the 93, not the objective. Again, some decent playstyles across the board. Stat-wise, very heavy on that defense and has what I need. Maybe a little bit of pace would have been a bit nicer, but this was prior to team of the season, so it's fair enough. We've obviously got a bit of pace, 90 on dribbling, defending, physical, 93 passing, even got a bit of shooting as well if you really wanted to, but I thought this was a cracking upgrade for Xabi Alonso, especially when we look at the anchor on him. It's a brilliant upgrade for the card in itself. We then move up to a Ramirez, obviously with the 88 plus Encore hero picks. Then there is probably more being packed every single day. Now, in terms of Ramirez, he's very much a box-to-box as well at times. He definitely has a little bit of shooting with him, and his pace going forward is absolutely phenomenal. He has got the intercept and pinged pass, so 2 of the 3 that I need. Obviously, with him, he more than likely will get an upgrade. I can imagine they might do something with Euros, or they might go with something across the board of footies, but we will see a triple or quadruple playstyle plus, no doubt, at some point. But he's a great card that's still coming in at just over 1 million coins, which is absolutely nuts. We then have Yaya Toure, another great card. Again, arguably box-to-box level, but he is such a good defensive mid at the same time. He's got himself the press proven and also the bruiser, which I think the press proven does add a little bit of value kind of jogging forward, hence why the box to box is quite good, especially standing at 6'2". He seems bigger as well. Like, he doesn't seem 6'2". I would have said like 6'4" if I was taking a guess, but everything about him is very, very top end. In terms of the price for him as well, I don't even know what he's coming in at. You obviously had the 88, which had an evolution. This one's coming in at 765. And also, oh no, it was just Unleashing Potential, was it? Okay, yeah, you got the team of the season plus protector. That would have given you a 92 Yaya Toure. Again, very similar stats, a little bit less pace, so you'd probably prefer this one if you had a choice. We go throwback into team of the season with Zalelm. Again, another very, very cheap option with her. She's coming in with a 4-4. She's got herself the incisive, the anticipate, and the relentless. So just one away from my perfect CDM as such. She is 30,000 coins as well, which is why I kind of put her a bit further up the list. It's not necessarily a rank order. It's not like I'm choosing Yaya, then Zalim. It is just naturally how I've put them in terms of rated and just how they fit in here. But 30,000 coins, this is a perfect card for a starter team. And we see that with a lot of team of the season, and it happens in footers as well. We get that big upgrade for these sort of cards. Obviously, there's going to be quite a few more where they are literally peanuts. Compared to a 765k budget of Yaya Toure to 30k with similar stats. I'm not saying they're going to be exactly the same. Like, we've got more passing, more dribbling, more defending, less physical, same pace, one less shooting. Obviously, the triple play style plus helps. We've also got the same 4-star, 4-star. It is the lengthy that is helping Yaya Toure in this example, but that's the kind of big difference. We've got the stats as such. The playstyle pluses are there, the weak foot skill moves there. It is just down to body type, it's down to run type. That is the kind of nitty gritty bits of stuff. But as a starter team, she could definitely give you a run out. We then have Kimmich, who I thought is fitting for today. Hopefully they do go through. I'd kind of like to see a Bundesliga final, but who knows? We will see how it goes. I've kind of got my money on Real Madrid, to be honest. But we could get an extra playstyle plus for Kimmich if they do go through to the final, which would make him in the triple and definitely be fitting for this lovely upgrade into the Bundesliga team of the season as well. Obviously, with him is ping pass, long pass. I would like a defensive one if they were. They're going to give intercept to him. Give him that little one upgrade. It'd be fantastic. I know he doesn't get the upgrade for this one, so he would stay at 92 if he does go through to the final, and then he would be a 5-5 if they do manage to beat Dortmund in the final. Then obviously he'll get a single upgrade as well. But as an SBC, he's now looking pretty fitting, to be honest, especially if he does get that triple upgrade. And I am gutted that PSG did not go through. I really wanted to see, did they give Donnarumma a playstyle plus? We'll never know. We genuinely will never know. Goalkeepers could end up with no playstyle pluses, but Donnarumma had that chance. I'm calling fixed. Next up is Makalele, a great SBC that is still available. I'm pretty sure because I know the next person as well is. He is available until the 17th of the 5th. So you've got 9 days to get him done if you were still getting him done. A 4-star, 5-star with quick step and also bruiser. In terms of stats, we're looking very heavy on the CDM. This is the kind of classic CDM from like a month or two ago. Bit of pace, dribbling's there with the composure. Passing wise, it's mainly the short and long. Defending's 90, physical's 91. Nothing else. He's not venturing up the field because he's not got any finishing. He's got himself the bruiser and a bit of quick step, which is surprising in himself. I would have really loved intercept. But it's a solid DM. You can get him done as an SBC, which I think is a decent one at that, especially, like I say, for more starter-based stuff. And the next up next to him is going to be SEN. And I know full well this card is still in SBC. We can get him done, if it's going to let me see him, at a whopping the 6th of the 4th? No, 4th of the 6th is that. Is that American date? So the 4th of the 6th is going to be... Oh, no, expire... Oh, no, release date. I was going to say, hold on a second. The 6th of the 6th. So you've still got a whole month to get him done yet. He's got the power shot on the jockey. And this is where we saw an upgrade to make him kind of that CDM box to box. They've given him some shooting. It's mainly the long shot and volleys that have gone up, but the positioning and the finishing are still low-ish. Then obviously the passing, the short and long is still very good. Dribbling wise, decent as well. And then the passing, the defending and physical is up there amongst the best of them. So again, another great option coming in just a little bit more expensive than Makalele at 725, but an option that you can go for. We then go to one of the better SBCs that we've got. I know he is still available for quite some time, but Marquez as a CDM or a centre-back is a must-do SBC. He's got himself the dead ball, which kind of lets him off a little bit. He has got the anticipate, which as a centre-back is fantastic. He's got himself a shot power and long shots at 99. Then got a bit of passing on the short and long, bit of curve. Dribbling wise, it's the agility balance that's knocked a little bit, but he does have fantastic reactions and great composure amongst the great defending and physical as well. Like I said, another great SBC available till the 30th of May as well, so you've got plenty of time to get this 270k SBC. Into a bit of the new, we have got Fred as a team of the season moment, and technically he kind of reminds me as a box to box, but he was fantastic as a defender. The technical is one that is okay. I'm like, okay, fair enough, just throw it in there. But then the jockey and anticipate worked amazingly together. And it's kind of what had me thinking, is jockey very good for a CDM as well? And I do think it comes down to the agility balance as well. It's kind of a card that is just based around dribbling, hence why I think box to box could be used more than CDM. I think CDM is loosely kind of used in this example, but a very good card for really not that much of a price. It was about 350 when I checked, or when I used him yesterday. We now got him at 395, so gone up a little bit, fair enough. Now Stanway, I used her just after Fred, and just as good. What a card. Arguably, again, box to box, CDM, fair enough, but as a DM, if you was using her there, it's predominantly because her preferred position is a CDM. She's obviously got the intercept, the technical, and the first touch, but the stats across the board are fantastic. Obviously, crossings low, volleys low, fine. The only thing that Fred and obviously Stanway have is the fact that they are tiny. 5'4" and 5'7". I don't know if I can quite call Fred 5'7" tiny, but I mean, you know what I mean? His head and accuracy is just not there. You've got 67 on Fred, 51 on Stanway. But on the ground, they are phenomenal. Great passing, great dribbling, great pace, great defending, great physical, great service. Then we obviously move to Oberdorf, the beautiful team of the year. We loved her in her team of the year. Now she's got herself a Moments, which is one rating higher with the triple play. The perfect card. 5-star, 4-star, 5'9", so a little bit taller than Fred, which is nice. Acceleration is absolutely on point here. Sprint speed a little bit less. That's fine because I'm going to be using her as a CDM anyway. Obviously, the vision, the passing is there. Short, long, great. Dribbling-wise, fantastic. Great agility balance. 93 defending, 96 physical with my personal playstyle pluses. Now, I really need to get this card to put her in the DM role, really give her the games. I played a couple of games. Not enough to say I know every inch about her. In terms of that, that's where you kind of know the card ins and outs. Obviously, if you're playing 10, 15, 20 games, you'll know that card a little bit better than the 2 games you play, the 3 games, even the 1 game at times, because you just can tell what a card is about. When I use this card, she was fantastic. As you can imagine, the team of the year was a very underrated team of the year. Now adding to this version is absolutely brilliant. Obviously, with the team of the year as well, she had Intercept and Bruiser. I think the glow up of the Incisive and the Anticipate really make this card absolutely pop. We then move on to Conte. Very good CDM. Again, relentless intercept and anticipate. The 4-4 at 5'6". No hand accuracy at all. Obviously, Oberdorf has 83. I didn't know if I mentioned it. Acceleration is on point. Good amount of passing. Dribbling's gone up a good amount. And then the defending's absolutely phenomenal. Physical, not as much, I must admit. I kind of expected a bigger increase there. You would have thought with Conte, with how a card is built, the physical would be absolutely key for him. He's coming in at 500, which is really not a bad price for him, to be fair. He obviously is a Moments as well, but he's French, so you don't really need to worry about chemistry that much. But another fantastic option in the line. We move up a little bit in price now into Declan Rice. What a season. Genuinely, I don't think he could have had a better season at Arsenal. Unless they don't win the league, then technically he could have had a better season. But regardless, phenomenal card. Always love him. I think he's next to the Rodri. Both of them, these two, fantastic. A 4-star, 4-star, and a 4-5. Obviously, they've both got the lengthy, which is perfect. 6-1 and 6-3, with both of them having the medium high. Both of them available for the CDM or centre mid. And Playstyle Pluses range from the power shot, the pinged, and the anticipate, to the block, to the intercept, and the relentless. Now, stat-wise, we're looking very similar across the board, to be honest, as you can see. Pace-wise is very, very similar. Shooting, I'm not too fussed about them, as they kind of drag the ball forward, but they are more defensive if anything. Passing wise, we've obviously got the 99-99 versus a 98-99. Outstanding. Then dribbling wise, agility, balance is literally, they're a carbon copy of each other. They both play the exact same role and they both are fantastic at what they do. It is all dependent on what you prefer on Playstyle Pluses. I think Rodri with the anticipate is very good, but I must admit the intercept block, Rice might get my vote here. As you saw then, we did get Toni Kroos, the counterpart to Kimmich. We have two CDMs in this semi-final of the UCL. One of them will get a triple Playstyle Plus. I kind of like Kimmich for the Bundesliga final, but Kroos could be the better card. Whether he does get a team of the season, that is yet to be seen, so we will see that prior, but it would be too late because if they do win the final, he would be upgraded as well. So I don't know if he's actually getting one or not. I don't know if he's done enough in the La Liga. I don't know. I physically wouldn't be able to tell you. But regardless, he's going to get one if he does go through to the final anyway. A lovely triple Playstyle Plus for him, and he's got anticipate long ball. If they wanted to give him the intercept or maybe a pace one, this could be a fantastic card again. Less defensive, I must admit. You're obviously looking more box to box kind of narrative for him, but still very, very good in this beautiful card. And then I think we have got two icons to finish off. We've obviously got the two main men. Vieira, Team of the Year, always fantastic, as we know. He's never going to be a bad card. He's all about the physicality. He's 6'4", and then his counterpart is always going to be Hullet. The 5'5" Hullet at best. Just a sensational card wherever he goes. He does have no defensive playstyle pluses, so he might be more of your box-to-box cam roll on this one, but it doesn't matter where you put Hullet. He thrives in every position. And to be honest, Vieira, even box-to-box or CDM, would definitely do it as well. That's going to be my list for today. Let me know down below, who is your favourite? Have you got an underrated or overrated? Or have you got a favourite in your team right now? Let me know down below, and I'll catch you all for the next one.